Good day everyone, welcome back to our Team Pinikpikan Team channel. For today's video, we will be browsing over some photos in my Facebook account, and we will be recalling some stories related to those photos. I was browsing over my Facebook photos, and obviously tons and tons of those photos are that of my daughter Kamaya. This is Kamaya when she was born, after the nurses brought her out from the delivery room. Did you know that I almost didn't see Kamaya? She was born on December 28th, and November 15th I had a heart attack and I almost did not make it. But God is good. I made it. This was Kamaya's first visit to the Angkor temples. The Angkor Wat. She was born in La Trinidad, Benguet in the Philippines, and after around 5 months, they traveled with her mom to follow me here in Cambodia. So as soon as they arrived, a few weeks after, her grandma and grandpa from her mom's side came to visit her, and we went to visit the Angkor Temple. One thing I remember in this visit is that it was too hot outside, it was too warm, and we were taking shade under the palm tree, and there was this woman shouting at us, and we were figuring out why was she shouting at us, and we realized that there are a lot of overripe, palm fruits, the size of small coconuts on the palm tree were taking shade under, and the woman was saying that's very dangerous. If one of the fruits fell, it's gonna hit the baby. This one is Kamaya's second visit to the Angkor temples, again with her grandma and her grandpa and her cousin Ariti. Yeah, I remember Ariti. He should have been in his 20s by now, but he died from a motorcycle accident. This one was Kamaya's first trip back to the Philippines, first trip back to Baguio, and it was her first time to move around and see what Baguio has to offer. So we went to the botanical garden. That was long before they started charging entrance fee. And of course, they said you are not from Baguio if you don't have a picture with the elephant at the Barnham Park. So she had her picture taken at the Barnham Park. Oh, this one. Of course, I remember this one. Kamaya was. I noticed that Kamaya is always. There were twins in the house next door to us, and they have lots of toys. And Kamaya keeps looking at those toys, and I figured out that I never bought her some toys. So I was checking on my pocket. I was checking on my wallet, and I have $5 to spare for toys. So I went to the toy store, and this is what my $5 can afford. So I got this. It's like a mama duck and three baby ducks, and so I was so happy that I had something eventually for Kamaya. But then when I brought it home to give it to Kamaya, Kamaya was so scared at how those ducks look, the scary eyes, the scary lids, and she cried, and then she didn't want to touch them. And I remember this one too. Um, the grandma of our landlord was drying some mango candies that she was making. So you could see that from the background. And she was putting it on top of the table from in the outside so that it would be dried. And then somebody caught Kamaya trying to take a bite of those candies. So obviously there was her bite. So what do I remember about this photo? It was hard convincing Kamaya to eat. She always says, I don't like to eat, I don't like. And she says, I have headache. My head is painful. And So I got this chroma, this one wrap on her head, and I said, this has magic. You know, it has magic. If you tie it on your head, your headache's going to be gone, and you would love it. So I tied it on her head, and then bingo, there she goes. She start eating, and I asked if she still has headache, and she says no more headache. Oh, I just have to include this one. This is a photo of Kamaya's Igorot great grandma on the father's side. That's where we got Kamaya's name. So Kamaya is her Igorot Filipino name, and we added Rasme, which is her Cambodian name. Oh, this was her ID in the very first school where she started her kindergarten. I remember the very first time we brought her to school, and then her mom brought her to school, and I was supposed to go and pick her up after class at 11 o'clock. And then I went there with, I was not at my best. I was wearing shorts, I was wearing slippers, and as soon as she saw me, she started to cry and say, I want my mom. And the assistant teacher panicked because she was thinking somebody else who's not Kamaya's parents, well, is coming to get her. This one too. I remember she was also excited to go visit her aunt's house, which is around 10 kilometers from the house. I think it's 30 to 45 minutes drive from the house. And she said she's going to stay there a long time, and then she's going to sleep there. And I said, okay. And then at 9 o'clock in the evening, they were calling and they were saying she's crying and she want to come home. This was very typical of Kamaya. She comes home with broken shoes, broken bag, torn clothes, and everything. Kamaya is all grown up now. She has her own sets of friends. She doesn't want to go out with us like she used to do. She doesn't join me in my afternoon walks or early morning walks anymore. But, well, what can we do? Kids grow up. What is important is we enjoy them while they are young. If you're going to open and take a look at the photos in your social media account, your Facebook account, what stories, what memories would you be recalling? And you might want to share it too. So there you go. I hope you enjoyed browsing those photos with us. And please click like. And if you have not yet done so, please click subscribe. And see you in the next video. Have a nice day, everyone. Bye.